Well, you ain't allowed this. I'm wearing tired. I bought the tickets. They told me to buy the tickets.
Down to the track. Here comes Eric Stevens in the car number 31 out of Newton Falls, first one on the track. Following him is Adam Somersville out of Suffield in the number 38 automobile. Looks like there's a couple of Adam's friends here tonight as well. Following him is Bobby Kinta in the 671 out of Rootstown. Here comes Logan Blake in the number 62 out of Suffield. Darren Durr is going to be in the number 8 automobile. Darren is here out of Deerfield. Like he also has quite the cheering section with him tonight. Jack Elrod is in the 7-Up machine, and Jack is here out of Kent. And here comes Jeff Adam. Jeff Adam is out of Green in the number 413. The 009, DJ Pollitt is here from Ravenna. Looks like he's sponsored by Kelly Supply. And finally, in the number 29 is Don Capper out of Ravenna. Drivers are ready, the referees are ready, so let's give them a countdown, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go, and the action is underway here at your 150th Randolph-Portage County Fair. And the Smash It, Crash It, Tear 'em Up Automobile Demolition Derby is now underway for the first night. Looks like all the action is kind of migrating over toward the west end of the track right now. Got the number 8 and the number 31, Eric Stevens in the 31, and the number 8, Darren Durr, kind of mixing it up out there. And here comes the 009. He's got a lot of running room, and my goodness, that was DJ Pollitt. And I do believe that he did a little bit of modification to the number 31 of Eric Stevens. We can see that I believe they just changed that from a full-size automobile into a compact with one hit there. And there we go up on the concrete barricade, the number 62. And I think he got her back down, by golly. That's Logan Blake. And look at them go. They've got plenty of room out here. Not a whole lot of automobiles, but by golly, they got all the running room in the world right now. The 7-Up machine, Jack Elrod, he's over there on the south side of the track trying to make his way back in there. But we see the number 8 of Darren Durr working the middle. Looks like he went into the nose of the number 29 of Don Capper. And look at the number 413. That's Jeff Adam. He's coming in there. Here comes the number 62. He's got finished up crawling up on top of those concrete barricades, and he's going to move on down to the other end of the track. Number 8, Darren Durr, has a lot of running room. He's going to split the difference between the number 413. That was Jeff Adam out there, and also the 7-Up machine. It's like the 7-Up and the number 8 may be hooked bumper to bumper right now, but that didn't last too long with a little help from the number 29. Don Capper helped those two to separate from one another. Up on the high side of the track, the number 62, Logan Blake, is on the move right now. He's going down through there. Adam Somerville, the number 38, is using the nose of his machine as a battering ram as he goes into the side of the 009. The Kelly Supply machine. Looks like a 009 is momentarily stalled out right now. He's trying to refire that machine as we speak. The referee's keeping a close eye. Looks like the number 31 of Eric Stevens has stalled out after that one big hit that really collapsed the rear of his automobile. I don't believe that machine has moved. Number 31 having quite a rough night there in the early going of the heat. Number 1, hopefully he can get that machine rerunning either for the consolation or quite possibly bring it back for tomorrow night's show on night number 2 of the Smash It Demolition Derby. Darren Durr coming down through there, punching his way through. Looks like his stacks are starting to fold down just a little bit. The referee's done. Keep her moving on there and goes back, gets into where all the action is down at the east end of the track right now. We can see the number 62. That's Logan Blake. He's a little bit on the warm side. 7-Up looks like he's unleashing the horses. We can hear the engine kind of rev up on that machine as Jack Elrod kind of takes a running start. Darren Durr to number 8. Coming back into the nose of Logan Blake's number 62. We have the 671 of Bob Kenta out of Rootstown, kind of nosing it into the side of the number 38 of Adam Somerville out of Suffield. And look at the number 8 coming down the track in a big clip. Look at the steam just going down through the number 62, Logan Blake. He's got a real steam bath inside that machine right now. Definitely a little bit warm. He's going to go nose to nose with the 413. That was Jeff Adam, kind of going to give him a little bit of a run right down the track, courtesy of the number 413 machine. The 671, Bobby Kenta. He's making his way down by the 7-Up machine right now. Jack Elrod. Looks like we do only have possibly 2 automobiles out right now. Number 62, let's hold him up, hold him up, hold him up, fellas, hold him up. We do have a fire, I believe, down there in the 62. Let's hold him up, hold him up. Hold him up there, driver. Looks like they got problems in the number 62 down on the southeast corner right there. Okay, looks like the green flags are up, so let's turn them loose and let them go. Get the action back underway here in heat number 1. And it looks like, again, we do have about 6 automobiles left running, and there goes Darren Durr out of Deerfield into the side of the 413 of Jeff Adam. Jeff's going right on down the track right now. Still running strong, as is Jack Elrod in the 7-Up. Bobby Kenta in the 671. Adam Somerville's in the 38. He's down there on the far end. He's kind of nose to nose with Jeff Adam in the 413. And I believe both those might be in a bad spot right now. Got a little bit of flames dancing out of the 413. Nothing to be excited about. Just a little bit of unburnt fuel in the exhaust pipe. Don Capper's in the number 29. And we can see that the 7-Up Jack Elrod, he's got a strong running station wagon out there. He's mixing it up with Darren Durr in the number 8. Darren's kind of going to flip that machine around, sling a little bit of mud on the 671 of Bobby Kinta, and nose back into Jack Elrod's 7-Up machine. Got two of them down at the far end. I think they're in a bad predicament. The number 38 of Adam Somerville and the 413 of Jeff Adam. Those guys are nose to nose and hung up on that concrete barricade, and usually that's not a good place to be. And the 413, Jeff Adams, excuse me. Yeah, that was the 413. He's back moving. He's got the 7-Up machine right behind him. Jack Elrod. We can see the number 38 not having a whole lot of luck down at the far end there. He took quite a beating. The referees tell him he did not make contact in the required amount of time. So I believe right now we are down to 5 automobiles left running. Still see the number 29 of Don Capper out of Ravenna swinging around at the other end of the 413, Jeff Adam. He's going to nose into Bobby Kinta's number 671, Darren Durr in the number 8 out of Deerfield down there. And 5 fairly fresh and strong running automobiles still out here battling it out for the top 3 spots. Again, the top 3 spots will be moving on to the feature event. The rest of them will have to either go through the consolation event or possibly bring it back tomorrow night. A little bit of a grudge match going on between the 7-Up machine. He's going nose to nose. I believe that's Don Capper in the 29. Those two been mixing up for quite some time now. And down at the other end, here comes the 671. Bobby Kinta looks like he's going to slow it up. I believe he's going to keep his eyes set down at the other end of the track right now. And there we got some action going on between Jack Elrod and the 7-Up machine as he goes back into the side of Bobby Kinta's 671. And look at the 413 coming in the picture. That's Jeff Adam. He's got the hammer down. He's going to go down there, glance off of one, and he's going to find a X mark in the number 8. And he's not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to swing on around to the number 29. Don Capper's where he's going to finally come to rest out there. But Jeff Adam putting on one heck of a show right in the middle of the track. Looks like he did knock the life completely out of the number 413 vehicle. He's trying to refire that machine now. We can see a little bit of flames dancing out the exhaust pipe. Nothing to be excited about right yet. And it looks like he's just running a little bit on the rich side in the number 413. We can see that the number 29 definitely getting a little bit on the low rider side out there. Got the frame about dragging the ground right in front of the rear tires. That thing definitely sagged just a little bit. You can see it just kind of dancing its way down the track. I think the structural integrity of the frame just ain't quite what it was just a few moments ago. But the number 8 of Darren Durr, that thing's running strong. He goes back there. Looks like he's going to be lining up potentially on the number 671. Right now, the 413 of Jeff Adam. He's still on the timer. There goes Darren Durr into the side of the 671. And doggone it, looks like time did run out on Jeff Adams. He had one heck of a go as he was going down through there. But it looks like his machine did kind of fizzle out, just wouldn't restart on him. Now, the one good thing is that at each and every Smash It Demolition Derby event, we do give away the one hardest hit trophy. Now that hard hit must happen within the original heat. And hold them up there. The red flags are flying. We're going to hold them up with what we got right there. It looks like they may have got to 3. They're going to be moving on to the big money round. It's going to be the number 671 of Bobby Kenta out of Rootstown. Also the 7-Up machine of Jack Elrod out of Kent. And Timmy's been hitting the gym pretty hard, so we can see him flying down the track right now with the checkered flag going after the number 8 of Darren Durr out of Deerfield. Those are the 3 automobiles that are moving on to the big money round. Now, drivers, if you did not qualify for the feature event, we are going to be having a consolation for the big cars as well as the little cars. But if you do not qualify for the feature, remember that we will be having a consolation event for all sizes, but you. And it looks like Bo Tasker out of Wayland is going to be the first one on the track in the number 10 automobile. Following him is Luke Hacken out of Atwater in the number 910. Here comes Kevin Elrod in the number 14 out of Kent. Following him is the number 523 of Ben Harper out of Ravenna. And Matt Reichard out of Ravenna is in the number 316. Jason Lovejoy is in the 33X out of Ravenna. Hey, Timmy, what's the number on the car right there? Yep. The one right there that you're standing next to. '96. That's Leon West in the 96 out of Ravenna. And the last one on the track is the 99, Steve Quick out of Newton Falls. 4, 3, 2, 1, let them go! And it looks like the number 33X is definitely in a big hurry to get the action going here in the second round tonight. They are getting them side by side and all the action migrating right to the middle of the track right now. And look at the 99 coming down the track. He's got nothing but time, space, and opportunity as he goes down there and finds his mark on the 14 of Kevin Elrod out of Kent. And the number 10 of Bo Tasker doing the exact same thing. And look at the middle of the track has opened wide up. Right now, these drivers have nothing but running room out there. It looks like the 96 is going to go down and realign himself, kind of push a few out of the way. And I do believe that's Steve Wick down there stalled out right now. He's trying to refire the number 99. Here comes the 33X of Jason Lovejoy. Kind of a swing and a miss on the 523 of Ben Harper, but he goes on down the track to find his mark on Kevin Elrod in the number 14. Got him side by side, 2 by 2. That's the 523 of Ben Harper, mixing it up with the number 96 of Leon West. And the number 910 is down there by himself. That's Luke Hacken out of Atwater. He's looking around to see what's going to be going on. I believe he momentarily stalled out the 910, but he's got her going once again. And he's going after the number 99 right in the side. The 523 of Ben Harper. He's going to be going down after the number 10. That's Bo Tasker on the receiving end of that hit from the number 523. That's some good action right here in the fairly early going. Right now, I believe only one automobile is stalled out, and that's the number 99. And my goodness, look at the 316. That's Matt Richards. That was kind of a incidental hit, but the 96 of Leon West hopped right up in the air, and they sat that thing down right on the Leon rear trunk deck on that machine. And Leon not in too good of a spot right now, but Matt Reichert, he's definitely got him a little bit of a problem right there, as he's kind of having the number 96 right where it should not be. They're stacking them up for why. Let's hold them up down there. Hold them up, fellas. Let's hold them up. Hold them up. Hold them up. Hold them up now. Let's hold them up. Got some problems down at the end of the track, I believe, on the number 99. Once again, we'll get the action back underway here at the second heat of the Smash It, Crash It, Tear 'em Up Automobile Demolition Derby. It looks like we still have most automobiles left running out there right now. We do have a couple of them still hooked together down there. That's Leon West in the number 96. And Leon's going to take a shot in the side from the number 523 of Ben Harper. Like a number 10 is also going to take quite a shot itself. That was Bo Tasker taking a shot right in that rear of the number 10 from the 910 of Luke Hacken. Luke's here out of Atwater. He's kind of looking around. Problem with that was that number 910 kind of sat with a low bumper on the back, and that number 10 had a high bumper, and he kind of made contact right with the rear end assembly of that number 10. I don't see the number 10 running around anymore, so I'm not sure if they knocked the drive shaft out or what may have just happened. We'll have to keep a close eye on the number 10 and see what transpires with that machine as we go on in heat number 2. Right now, the referee's keeping a close eye on the number 910. Looks like he's momentarily stalled out, and it looks like we've got a heck of a lot of mud going up into the stands right now. The number 96 of Leon West has busted loose, and he is back on the move right now after being separated from Matt Reichert out of Ravenna. And it looks like the number 523 of Ben Harper is having a little bit of a rough time getting going down there. We can see that his rear rim is just spinning inside that tire, and a whole lot of smoke coming down right now. And I believe we're down to 5 automobiles left running. The 523 has removed himself from this heat, just not able to get that machine going. Also, the number 10 of Bo Tasker is taking himself out of contention. 5 holding his flag down. Right now we do have 5 automobiles left running. Again, we will take the top 3. Top 3 will move on to the big money round. Leon West out of Ravenna is still trying to make his way down the track right now. The number 910 is stalled out in a very bad spot. Got his nose very exposed. Luke Hackett out there. Got a couple referees keeping a close eye on things, and I don't think that's where the 96 of Leon West wants to be. He's had a rough night all the way around, and right now he's got that car stuck up on top of the concrete barricades. And I believe the time has run out for the number 910. We are down to 4 vehicles left running, 3 of them currently running and 1 on the timer. That's going to be the number 96. Looks like he's going to be on the timer. We can see that usually those concrete barricades aren't very forgiving. We do have the number 14 of Kevin Elrod, the number 33X of Jason Lovejoy. And the number 316 of Matt Reichert out of Ravenna. Those running, and the number 96 of Leon West is on the timer. Let's hold them up. I believe that the time has run out on the number 96. And we can see the checkered flag going across the number 316 of Matt Reichert out of Ravenna. Also the number 33 X of Jason Lovejoy, also out of Ravenna. And the number 14 Kevin Elrod out of Kent. We'll see those. Here comes Jeff Nicely in this 74 out of Kent. Following him is Larry Baldwin in the 77 out of Atwater. John Foster's in the 07 out of Atwater. Dave Diver out of Campfield in the 109. Mike Lovejoy's in the 199 out of Ravenna. The number 86, driven by Gabe Wanchik out of Suffield. I believe that's the 802 of Don Nash out of Stafford's the last vehicle on the track. From a countdown, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go! And the action's underway here in Heaton, number 3 of the Smash It Crash It Tear 'em Up Automobile Demolition Derby. And already the number 74 of Jeff Nicely has taken the long way down the track. He's side by side with the 77 of Larry Baldwin. Larry Baldwin in that number 77. They're going down through there. And the number 109, Dave Diver out of Canfield. He's looking his way up to go back-to-back and bumper to bumper with the 77. And they are migrating down to the other end. And they are having a lot of room to get these machines going. That was Mike Lovejoy in the 199 on the offensive that time. Looks like we have just a little bit of technical difficulties, but the 74 of Jeff Nicely's got her back in reverse. Looks like he's going to swing his machine around, try to get a little different look at things. Didn't want to get too close in there behind the 86 of Gabe Wanchik. And look at the number 86 coming down the track. Gabe Wanchik goes into the back of the 07 of John Foster. Like John got his machine in reverse to kind of repay the favor just a little bit. Gabe's got that machine just slinging mud as he gets that thing reorganized over there as he's kind of into the side of the number 199 of Mike Lovejoy. Number 74, looks like he's trying to find reverse. He's got her going now, Jeff Nicely. He's going to be followed fairly close by the 77 of Larry Baldwin out of Atwater. Now the number 86 of Gabe Wanchik's back on the move as he's back-to-back with the number 77 of Larry Baldwin. Looks like Larry's back on the move. We can start to see the 77 start to bend just a little bit. On the rear passenger side, looks like they got the number 199 fired up, and Mike Lovejoy out of Ravenna having one heck of a night. A little bit of a swing and a miss there by the 199 as he just got out of the way before the number 74 of Jeff Nicely came in. We do have the 07 of John Foster down there in the corner. He's down there with Don Nash in that 802. Few technical difficulties with the 109. Looks like Dave Diver is out of contention. We may see Dave later on or possibly tomorrow, depending on which way he wants to go with that, but hopefully he will be able to come back in the consolation event. Got a little bit of flames dancing out the stacks of the 86 of Gabe Wanchik
He's got his machine almost refired, but doesn't look like the flame's out quite yet, man, as he's not refired 100%. John Foster up against the barricade over here on the north side of the track. He was helped along by the 199 of Mike Lovejoy out of Ravenna. They're side by side with a 74 of Jeff Nicely out of Kent. And watch out, because the number 77 of Larry Baldwin is definitely on the move. Down in the corner, the 802 of Don Nash. He's trying to reline up right now. It looks like he may just have his sights set on the number 86, but he's going to sidestep him and go after that pink Cadillac right in the middle of the track. And the 74, Jeff Nicely's refired, and he's back on the move right now. Looks like we do only have one vehicle currently stalled out. And 6 of them still trying to make their way into the big money round. The 07 of John Foster going back to back with Don Nash in the 802. Down there kind of by himself is the number 86 of Gabe Wanchik. Looks like his flag is still up. Now look at the number 74, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go all the way down there. My goodness gracious. The number 74 of Jeff Nicely had a special delivery for Don Nash in the 802. Don was down there just minding his own business when all of a sudden he looked around and saw nothing but pink. Now the number 74 made her down to the other end, but then I believe it has stalled out. Speaking of stalled out, Don Nash momentarily was. He's got her refired now, but the problem is I think he may just be somewhat wedged up on that concrete barricade. Now the 77 of Larry Baldwin's all by himself out there in the middle. He's got nothing but time and opportunity to decide which automobile is he's going to be going after. A swing and a miss from the 199 as Mike Lovejoy kind of came around, swung that machine down there, and this time he's going to line up, it looks like to be on the number 77 of Larry Baldwin. Let's hold him up, hold him up. Got the red flag of flying, not quite sure what we got. To turn them loose and let them go, get the action back underway. And the 199 of Mike Lovejoy, he's going to go down there trying to find his way, but number 77 of Larry Baldwin got out of the way just in the nick of time. And it looks like that the red flags are going to be flying once again, but this time I see the checkered flag out, which makes me think that the number 77 of Larry Baldwin is going to be moving on into the feature event. So is the number 199 of Mike Lovejoy out of Ravenna, and the number 07 John Foster out of Atwater. Okay, we're going to need to bring them in slow, fellas. Bring them in slow. We see number 89. And I do not have a number 89. It looks like Kyle Seidler is in the number 56 out of Kent. Following him is Richie Ryder in the 10.5 out of Wayland. Ryan Craig is in the 317 out of Worcester. Number 82, Daniel Kopp out of Akron. Number 713, Joshua DeWitt is in the 713 from Ravenna. The 1024, Sam Pontic out of Rootstown. The 176 is Ryan Lipley out of Rootstown. Here's 24-7, David McLean out of Ravenna. The number 36, Jason Myers out of Canton. Number 83, Jay Schill out of Rootstown. I believe that was 83X, Jason Webb out of Atwater. The 313, Michael Waters out of Ravenna. Number 24, do not have a 24. I see Michael McLaughlin is in the number 15. The number 61, Doug Morey II out of Atwater. Hey, Tim, if you could find out the number 24. I don't have the 24 on there. I've got a 24 in the second one, which was Maurice Foner. See if that's Maurice in the number 24. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go! And the Buzz Bombs are underway. The compact heat has now started. And it looks like already we've got a bit of a traffic jam right in the middle of the track, but the number 82, Daniel Kopp, out of Akron, using the nose of his machine. And look at there, ladies and gentlemen, hold him up. Hold him up, hold him up. Hold him up. Hold him up. Now we got one that tried to parallel park down on the other end, just didn't quite have enough room, and is already out. Okay, watch out underneath that machine. They're going to go ahead and roll her back down. Looks like we're clear over here. And we're all back down on all fours right now. Number on that one. Once again. And the number 56, Kyle Seidler. My goodness, he went back into the nose of the 1024 at a fairly high rate of speed. That was Sam Ponick out of Rootstown. And the number 89 giving a special delivery down through there. We are not sure who is in the number 89, but look at the number 12. 12 definitely got a little bit shorter. That was Scott Berkeley out of Atwater. Scott kind of got the little squeeze play out there in that little green machine, kind of the lime green automobile with the orange bumpers. Looks like the number 12 may quite possibly have a broken motor mount, not quite sure. Down at the far end, the number 82, mixing it up with the 83. That was Daniel Kopp in the 82, and Jay Schill in the number 83. On the receiving end, the number 313. And muscling his way down the track, and my goodness, the 713 came down there pretty impressively. Joshua DeWitt, once again, making the number 12 a little bit smaller as he goes by. That number 12, just not a whole lot left of that thing. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that. See the number 12 definitely kind of buckling in the middle right there. And the number 24, Maurice Foner out of Ravenna. Let's hold him up, hold him up. Do have something going on at a number 36. I believe we got a fire going down there. We'll have to keep the side track open as the Randolph Fire Department comes down in a big hurry to take care of business. Turn them loose and let them go. We're going to get the action back underway here in the compact heat. And it looks like the number 89 going nose to nose with the 56. The number 24 doing a very fine job. That's Maurice Foner out of Ravenna. And it looks like the number 89, definitely a little bit on the warm side out there. We could see a lot of steam coming up from that machine. I don't know if that's Raymond Kennel out of Atwater or not. I do not have a number 89 on my list, but. And that's some good hitting out there. The 82 and the 83 mixing it up again. Those two have been working it all night. That was Jay Schill and Daniel Kopp. Excuse me, the 83X was Jason Webb out of Atwater. I believe I do see an X in the 82, Daniel Kopp. 82 definitely got the life knocked out of that machine in a big hurry after those two kind of made contact. And look at all the steam. And I believe that is Raymond Kennel in the number 89. It looks like his name is above the driver's door. Best I can tell. Number 24-7, David McLean getting in on the action. He's over there with the number 61 of Doug Morey II. And it sounds like we got some life at the other end of the track. The number 56 of Kyle Seidler. He's down there battling it out with the number 317 of Orion Craig out of Worcester. We still have quite a few vehicles left running here, battling it out for the top 3 spots. Again, if you are back in the pit area and did not qualify for the big money round, if you're able to get your vehicles going again, please stop up to the registration trailer. Let them know that you do want to participate in that consolation. Number 89, Raymond Kennel, taking a shot in the nose from the 317 of Orion Craig out of Worcester. Number 61, slip sliding around. That's Doug Morey II, trying to make his way out of the mess that he's in. Got the 24-7 over there. That's David McLean out of Ravenna, mixing it up with Jay Schill. Or excuse me, Jason Webb in the 83X, it looks like. And I still see movement from about 5 automobiles. Again, we will take the last 3 running. Last 3 running, we'll move on to the feature event. Now, it just brought to my attention, I believe we're going to be taking the last 5 running. We're going to stop it just a little bit earlier, and I believe that's about what we're down to. We got a couple of them on the timer right now. But I do see movement out of 6 vehicles. Currently, 6 of them are still running out there. Again, they will take the last 5. These cars have been running around there for quite a while right now. We can still see that at least 6 of them have a lot of life left in them. Something to think about next time you see one of these automobiles broke down outside of the road. Just don't build them like they used to. We can see they've been through one heck of a lot already thus far, and they're still managing to stay running out here in the late going of the compact heat. The 24-7, David McLean going out there. The number 61 still has a lot of life. Doug Morey II out of Atwater. Doesn't have a whole lot left of that car. We can see it definitely getting shorter and shorter with every hit, but he's still got a lot of life left up in the engine right now. We can see as he came back in, just pounding his way through there. Looks like he's going to keep at it. Number 56 of Kyle Seidler out of Kent. He's trying to get his machine turned around, but I believe he's got a little bit of a tie rod issue. You can look and see that That front wheel drive automobile having some problems right now. Every time he shifts gears, that one tire just flopping whichever direction it wants to go. And the 24/7 got wound up. David McLean out of Ravenna going after the number 317. Driven tonight by Ryan Craig out of Worcester. Let's hold them up. Red flags are flying. Hold them up, gentlemen. Hold them up. Checkered flag going out onto the track. And it looks like the first one to get the checkered flag is going to be the 61. That's Doug Morey the second. He's here out of Atwater. Number 56, Kyle Seidler out of Kent. Hey, Timmy, did you do the black one or just the 56, the orange one? Just the orange one. Okay, number 83, is that the 83X? Looks like there's an X next to that. That's Jason Webb out of Atwater. The 24/7, David McLean out of Ravenna. And finally, the fifth vehicle going to the feature event is going to be the 317 in the 317 tonight is Ryan Craig out of Worcester. There are a lot of people out there right now, so drivers, please be careful as you exit the track.
Only about 4 of them left to go. Carry these things down very quickly. We want to remind everybody from Motion Joe, and we want passing out the Summit Racing hats tonight. They're going to have some Demolition Derby action here.
Slow, bring them in slow. We do have quite a lot of vehicles here, just as we did in the last one, the number 728. And I do not have a 728. 2634, Chad White out of Hartville, the number 715. Chris Villers out of Ravenna. Looks like Chris got a couple friends with him tonight. Mike Hillbilly Smith is in the 916 out of Ravenna. The 01, Sean Petrie. How do you say that? Mana? Out of Mana. Number 53, David Narr out of Rootstown. Followed by Lori Brangler out of Ravenna. I believe we have a lady running tonight. Keep an eye on the 911. Number 3, Jason Ponick out of Kent. Followed by the number 77 of Ron Goodspeed, also out of Kent. 06, Tony Smith out of Mogador. The 917, Keith Hessler out of Wyndham. 935, I believe that's 735, Josh Reed out of Akron. Number 8X, Matt Roach. Followed by the number 83, Jay Schill. Oh, G2, Jeremy Luley out of Ravenna. Got the number 15, Zach Kochner out of Atwater. And if the 728 came in, that was Joshua Bantner out of Kent. Those were the only ones I had on my list. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let them go! And the action is underway here in round number 2 of the Buzz Bomb. Second heat of the compacts is underway. And it looks like already the middle of the track is open and wide up. We can see the number 715 of Chris Villers trying to get to feel that front wheel drive automobile, but the 916 of Hillbilly Smith making his way down the track at a high rate of speed in that bright yellow automobile. The number 715 Chris Villers going back down once again. Got the 01 over there, kind of on the southwest corner right now. That's Sean Petrie. And they are opening this track up quite a bit right now. We can see the middle of it has a lot of room, and that was the 728. That was Joshua Bantner out of Kent. Did figure that out, and look at the steam and smoke out in the middle of the track already here in the early going. I believe, can't quite tell if that's smoke or if that's tire smoke off the number 735. Either way, Josh Reed still has a lot of life left in that thing, and it is running very strong right now. We can see that these front wheel drive vehicles are definitely very responsive when they get these things moving around in reverse. They're gonna move on a dime, but my goodness, we got them moving around out there pretty fast right now. That was the number 77 of Ron Goodspeed out of Kent. Ron's got the 77 flipped around, and it looks like the 728's trying to choose his target, Joshua Bantner out of Kent. Also, the 917 Keith Hessler out of a Wyndham, still running pretty strong. Looks like he did make good contact and then knocked a life out of that number 917. He is on the clock right now, and he does have 1 minute to refire the number 917 automobile. The 735 Josh Reed out of Akron. He's running strong. And only got a couple of them momentarily stalled out right now. The second heat of the Buzz Bomb still running pretty strong. So we got the number 15, got Zach Kochner out of Atwater. He's got a fancy sign up on top of that. We see that thing all lit up. There goes the 715 of Chris Villers at a high rate of speed. He's being followed very close by the 01 of Sean Petrie as they go down there to stack them up toward the east end of the track. Everybody migrating back down toward the other end right now. Looks like we have a few of them sitting around. And that was another good shot by the 715 of Chris Villers. Chris is going to leave his nose open there and almost get a hit from Sean Petrie in the 01, but he got out of the way just in the nick of time. We can see Matt Roach in the 8X using the nose of that machine as a battering ram as he goes down to mix it up with the 715 of Chris Villers. We got the 53 of David Knorr down there. He's working away on the 2634 of Chad White. Chad having a few problems with that, it looks like, but he's got to refire this time. He's going to go back to repay the favor. The only problem is the 01 of Sean Petrie is kind of going to get in the way. And the 77, Ryan Goodspeed out of Kent. He's had a good night thus far in that number 77 automobile. He's limping his way down the track. Looks like that thing's definitely getting a little bit on the shorter side. Josh Reed is driving the 735 tonight and making contact, going on down through there and just getting out of the way from the 8X of Matt Roach. Matt's going to take a shot in the nose, but here comes the 728 of Joshua Bantner. He's got a whole lot of room to go down to the far end of the track. Down at the other end, the west end of the track, we see Chris Villers down there with the number 53. 53 kind of down there in the corner. David Knorr choosing his next target, and look at him setting them up on top one after the other. So far, so good. Let's hold them up, fellas. Let's hold them up. Hold them up. Head referee's calling for one of those Fancy Bobcats, I believe, from Aleppo Rinse. Ready to turn them loose and let them go. Action back underway in heat number 2 of the compact automobiles. We can see Matt Roach in that 8X. He's chasing down the number 53 with a vengeance. That's David Knorr on the receiving end. They're kind of going to do this sandwich play. 8X on the receiving end after Sean Petrie went all the way down to the far end of the track. And there's some of those sparks we talked about earlier. See a whole bunch of sparks just flying out from under the hood of Matt Roach's number 8X. Looks like the 06 Tony Smith. He's got that rear wheel drive automobile. Not quite sure how much longer the rear wheels are going to be driving. We can see he's definitely got a little bit of a bow to that number 06 machine, and we'll have to keep a close eye on that, but hopefully Tony Smith will be able to keep going here as the late goings of heat number 2. The 01 Sean Petrie. That 01 definitely a little bit shorter than it was a few moments ago as it came out here. And it looks like Chris Villers not helping matters in the 715. Chris having about the same trouble with his machine. See how much shorter that thing is getting. Right now, Joshua Bantner at 728. He was the ramp earlier as he had another vehicle kind of parked up on top of his, and that might just have done it. Chris Villers is going to get the squeeze play. Last shot made by Josh Reed in the 735. And Tony Smith in the 06. He's trying to refire his machine. Not sure what he's got left on that, but hold on there because the 01, or no, excuse me, that was a 15 wanted through there. Zach Kochner wanted through in a big hurry, and he didn't care who was in the way, but it looks like the 06 still running strong. I believe we have about 7 vehicles still left running, so we got to eliminate a couple more yet. And the 8X, my goodness, Matt Roach. Not a whole lot left of the 8X machine. However, the main thing is the motor's still running, and he is able to make aggressive contact. But these cars are definitely getting on the warm side. You can see all the steam just belching out from under the hood of that number 15, Zach Kochner. He's going down through there. The overflow tube definitely blowing out a lot of steam. Same thing's happening to the number 715, Chris Villers. He's got his automobile still running, but it's definitely running a little bit warmer than it was as it came out here. This is what you don't like to see. I believe Chris's machine has momentarily stalled out, but he's got her going again, and they are back underway. Let's hold them up, fellas. Hold them up. Hold them up. Hold them up. We do have a fire down here. Fire on the number 15 over in front of the main grandstand on the south side of the track over there, number 15. David Knorr out of Rootstown. Also the number 728, Joshua Bantner out of Kent. I see the 715, Chris Villers out of Ravenna getting the checkered flag treatment. The 735. 735 was Josh Reed out of Akron. I'm quite pretty sure that is Don Capper there in the 802 out of Ravenna. Following him is Adam Somerville in the number 38. He's here out of Suffield. Jeff Nicely in the number 74 out of Richtown. And finally, the number 86, Gabe Wanchik out of Suffield. Again, 4 automobiles here in the consolation event. 2 will make it on to the feature event, and 2 will be eliminated. Count them down. Starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go. And the consolation for the big cars is now underway. Gonna jockey around for position. Again, 4 drivers battling it out for the last 2 spots. Last 2 running will move on to the feature event. Right now, the number 86, Gabe Wanchik, he's on the move trying to find his mark. Number 74 doing a little bit of a squeeze play down at the far end. Jeff Nicely using his machine. Looks like right now he's going after the number 38 of Adam Somerville. He did stop just short of that driver's door. Now the driver's door is the one area they are not permitted to make direct contact with. Incidental contact is one thing, but if they do a full track shot into the driver's door, that's the one thing that they will be removed from the track for if it is an aggressive hit toward the driver's door. There's the number 38, Adam Somerville, going back to back with the 74 of Jeff Nicely. Down at the far end, looks like the 802 of Don Capper already out of possible contention. He is on the timer down there already. I know he took a heck of a shot, and he is up on that concrete barricade. For those of you back in the pits, if you're in the compact class and are able to get your vehicle running, the compact consolation is going to be next. Compact consolation is up next. And it looks like the 802, Don Capper, is back moving right now. And he's got her going, and he goes down there to do a half-track shot. And the referee is keeping a close eye on his time, and it looks like he was able to make aggressive contact within the time that was needed. And it looks like we do have a little bit of a problem with the number 38. 38 up on top of the concrete barricade himself. He's still taking some licks from the number 74 of Jeff Nicely. Jeff was doing what he could, but Jeff's going to take a trip down to the far end right now. Looks like he's going to set his sights on another car, but the 86 of Gabe Wanchik hops out of the way just in the nick of time, and Jeff Nicely going down through there. And we do have the number 802 sitting on to the side right now. Looks like he is trying to refire that. We do have the number 38, Adam Somerville's run out of time, so we may be getting closer to the 2 that are going to move on to the feature event. And Gabe Wanchik in that 86. Using the nose of that machine into the side of the 74. 74 is going to line up this time. They go back to back, and the sparks just fly as these 2 drivers try to battle it out. Let's see which 2 are going to move on to the big money round, and each time they do make contact, that's going to be it. That will be it. The checkered and red flags are flying, and the number 86, the 86 of Gabe Wanchik. Hold him up, driver. Hold him up right there. You've already made the feature event. That was Jeff Nicely in the 74. Attempting to go make another hit, but he's already moved on. And he's already qualified along with Gabe Wanchik in the 86. So we will see those 2 drivers back in the large car feature event. 10.5 of a Richie Ryder. Also have Adam White in the number 16. And here's the 24 of Cody Miller. Still have a couple vehicles left off to the side right now. That's Adam White in the 16. Mike McLaughlin is in the 15 over there. Okay, looks like we are going to be counting them down here. Got the red flag in the air right now. Are we doing ready for the countdown? Okay, let's count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go! And now the race is on to see which one's going to get down there. It is a figure 8 race. And that number 24 is already rounding the corner for the first time. And it looks like Mo is in a big hurry, followed by the number 15. And we might have just a little bit of a traffic jam going right now. And the number 24 definitely doing quite a fine job. And we're going to see how fast they get through here. But I think a few of these guys are kind of catching on to it. But Cody Miller is definitely zinging down through there at a fairly high rate of speed. But the 24 is getting a little bit on the warm side, I guarantee. 9:17 looks like he's doing a close second right now. And I believe the 15 is in third, Mike McLaughlin. The 24 definitely has this down, but look at the 24-7 nose it into there. He's going to actually kind of help out Cody Miller. Cody Miller coming down there. The number 16 of Adam White having a couple little problems getting around there. And the buzz bombs going through there. This almost looks like evening rush hour up in Columbus where I'm from. And even the number 16, he's going to take a little different look at things right now, and he's going to zip down through there in reverse. That's Adam White. Adam definitely ought to get the prize. Uh-oh, look at him, Gay. Just made it through there. And the 24 still going around at a fairly high rate of speed. Again, this is sponsored by Jody Berkey Auto Recyclers. And there is a little bit of a traffic jam, but the 24 is going through it. And so far, surprisingly, nobody's made contact, or at least not too much contact with one another at this moment in time. But the 24, I think the 24 definitely negotiates this pretty well. I think he runs up there on the interstate quite often. My goodness, that's what happens every now and then. I think that was second and third that was just kind of taking each other out. I don't think his insurance rates are going to be going down anytime soon. And they're going down through there again. The first one to get the 20 laps, I believe, is going to get the $200 prize. 24 went down there. He momentarily stalled out. Hopefully, he's got her swung back around. That's Cody Miller. Cody Miller doing a fine job with that number 24 machine. He's yielding over there for the traffic that's passing by. You take the high road, and I'm going to take the low road. Looks like the 24 is going to get around there. Yet again, the referee's keeping a close eye, counting them down, and the 24 of Cody Miller still doing an excellent job. Caught behind, he goes all the way around. This could get interesting. Again, tonight's grand prize in the Figure 8 Compact is sponsored by Jody Berkey Auto Recyclers out of north of Benton. And just squeaking through there, the number 36, Jason Myers, in the way almost, but the 24 of Cody Miller. Cody Miller still doing it, getting the number 6. I believe it looks like he's got about 6 to go. Uh-oh, number 16 in the way. And there goes the 24 out in the passing lane. And the 10.5 has got that thing wound up. Rich Ryder doing a heck of a job, but the 24 got a lot of room. Looks like that second turn down there is going to be a little bit. 3 laps to go. He's getting a 3 to go. The number 24 is still doing a fine job, staying out there, out of harm's way. Two to go on the number 24. Last lap, got the white flag going there for the 24 of Cody Miller. Cody's been out in front and he's found the easy route each and every time. Looks like he has one more turn to make. And as he negotiates that, and he just squeaks around the corner right there. And there's going to be the winner, the number 24, Cody Miller. It's going to be the first one to get all laps in right there. Checkered flag is waving for the number 24. Again, he will receive. Let's hold him up, fellas. Let's hold them up. Hold him up. Hold him up. I don't think the number 24 wants to stop. He's got this figured out, and he's going to keep her going.
Where they take
4, Cody Miller. He's going to get the top prize. Again, the compact consolation was sponsored tonight by Jody Berkey Auto Recyclers out of North Benton. There he is with the checkered flag. Cody Miller in the 24. Going to be taking home that $200 top prize for the consolation. Again, consolation sponsored by Jody Berkey Auto Recyclers. First one on to the track. Following him is Scott Buzzard out of Ashland in the 1077. Here's the 88-19 Billy Loudon out of Suffield. Followed by the number 32, Andy Hampton. Andy Hampton is out of Rootstown. And here comes the number 70. '70 is Vance Hamrick out of Ravenna, followed by the FC 40, Scott Krieger out of Rootstown. Ralph Harper's in the 421 out of Ravenna. Gary Lowshark's in the 57 out of Atwater. Rob Mangus in the 103 out of Kent, followed by the 008 Donnie Pollitt out of Ravenna, and finally Steve Dolman in the number 52 out of Talmadge. Underway here in the truck event of the Smash It, Crash It, Tear 'em Up Automobile Demolition Derby. And listen to the trucks go. They've got the hammer down already. And the number 32 of Andy Hampton out of Rootstown He's got that machine going up there. The number 70 of Vance Hamrick. He's kind of a rough one to lose over there with that neon yellow machine. Got the 88-19 Billy Loudon up there in the corner. And we've got the number 52 up there. That's Steve Dolman. He's down there in the corner. He's going to take a hit from the 008 of Donnie Pollitt. And here comes a 57. They're going to stack them up a 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of the track. And the FC40, that's Scott Krieger out of Rootstown. He's got quite an old truck up there. Not quite sure how old that machine is. It looks like it's got just a little bit of age to it. See the number 70 going around the corner right now. That's Vance Hamrick in that bright yellow. He's down there next to Rob Mangus out of Kent. Also down there's the 99X of Alex Block out of green. Here on the north side of the track, the 88-19 of Billy Loudon out of Suffield down there, but with a special delivery, the number 32 comes in at a high rate of speed. Andy Hampton out of Rootstown's got a whole lot of running room down there in that bright orange pick-em-up truck. And here comes the bright orange machine once again as he just hammers his way through the mass of metal down there in the middle of the track. They got the FC40 Scott Krieger out of Rootstown. Going to do a little bit of a squeeze play out there with, I believe that's the number 57 of Gary Lowshark out of Atwater. Number 32 spinning his machine around at a high rate of speed. Andy Hampton doing a fine job. Also have the 1077 of Scott Buzzard. He's down there sort of on the middle south side of the track right there, getting a little bit of a shove from the 103 of Rob Mangus. Okay, right there, the number 99X, Alex Block, down at the far end of the track right now, trying to negotiate. And look at the trucks, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we still have all of them still running, even after these guys have been out there for quite some time. The 008, Donnie Pollitt. Uh-oh, I think Donnie's going to get a little bit of a hit right in the front from the FC40, Scott Krieger. Scott Krieger doing quite a bit of damage. Got the 421 of Ralph Harper. He's sitting sideways mid-track right now. But it looks like he is able to get his machine back going. And everybody but possibly the number 52 of Steve Dolman out of Talmadge having some. And the 99X of Alex Block. Looks like he went bumper to bumper into the nose of the 103. On the receiving end was Rob Mangus out of Kent. The 88-19 is going to go back to back and bumper to bumper with the number 70. That was Billy Loudon and Vance Hamrick mixing it up right here on the northwest corner of the track. Looks like Vance Hamrick's number 70 had the life knocked out of that. The 1077 of Scott Buzzard trying to punch his way through all the trucks out there. Trying to make his way down to the far end of the track down there on the west end right now. And down at the other end, the 88-19 of Billy Loudon. He's coming down the track in the number 32. Number 32. Slip sliding his way down the north side of the track, being followed very closely. I think right now we actually have a drive shaft laying about mid-track. And if I was a betting man, I'd say that probably belongs to the number 52 of Steve Dolman. And down at the far end, I see a couple more stalled out. The number 99X of Alex Block out of green. He's being followed very closely by the 88-19 of Billy Loudon out of Suffield. Number 70, Vance Hamrick, looks like he is out of contention. 008, Donnie Pullett, he's on the move, gonna go down there to find his mark on Billy Loudon's 88-19. So 4 vehicles on each end of the track right now, currently running, 4 to each side. It looks like right now we still have about 8 automobiles left, or excuse me, 8 pickup trucks left, battling it down for the top 3 spots. Top 3 spots will be money-paying spots right there. It looks like the number 57 of Gary Lowshark out of Atwater, trying to punch his way through that. And again on the high side, the 88-19 of Billy Loudon still running. And the steam definitely coming off. My goodness, that was a bit of a wild ride at the 421. Ralph Harper, he was up in the air and all over to the side. He had just hit that other truck at the wrong spot. See, it's running just a little bit slow, but he is able to make contact. Let's see how things go this time. That was a little bit more of a square shot, and the 421 was able to keep that thing down on all 4 wheels. Up here, we have the FC40 of Scott Krieger out of Rootstown. He's being chased down by the 88-19 of Billy Loudon. And following Billy is the 421, not running fast, but definitely still making her up and down the track. A little bit of a push and shove match on the far end is the 32 of Andy Hampton and the 5-7 of Gary Lowshark are mixing it up down there. 88-19 running strong, got a glancing blow. That was Billy Loudon trying to make contact with the 421 of Ralph Harper, but those two just missed each other. And then they switched it around and went nose to nose. Also, the FC40 was momentarily stalled out. Scott Krieger had his machine, and now he's got her fired back up, and he's back in contention. And I believe we are at 5 pickup trucks running right now. We can see the number 32 of Andy Hampton has a heck of a lot of frame hanging out from underneath of that machine. Looks like his rear bumper is starting to kind of anchor into the dirt, slowing the number 32 down there on the driver's side, the way that thing's kind of hooked into the ground. The FC40, he is stalled out. Scott Krieger getting a close eye kept on him as he comes back down through there. The referee's keeping the time on that number FC40. Up on the south side, the number 32, Andy Hampton, still running strong. He's being chased down by Billy Loudon. And it looks like time did run out for Scott Krieger in the FC 40. Got him stacked up about 4 deep right on the middle of the track over there. I can still see Andy Hampton in the 32 running, the number 57 of Gary Loshark. Looks like the 88-19 still trying to fire up, but I can't tell if his flag has been removed. We may be down to just 3 right now. The referees all keeping a very close eye as time starts to run out. We definitely got to 32 of Andy Hampton still running strong, along with the 57 of Gary Loshark. Other one I believe on the timer is the 421. Is he 3rd place down there? As time run out? Okay, we are down to 2. 421 is going to settle for number 3. So 421, Ralph Harper is going to go to 3rd place. And this is not a good place to be. Number 32, Andy Hampton, still running strong as the 57 of Gary Loshark. He stalled out, but he's got her going. Gary Loshark back on the move right there as the battle for 1st and 2nd place is underway. Again, 3rd place was settled as Ralph Harper out of Ravenna is going to take the 3rd place spot in the trucks tonight. And that doggone driver's door is in the way. We could see that the 57 steered around that, keeping a close eye. Again, the driver's door is the one area that they are not permitted to make contact with. Uh-oh, sounds like the 57 may have stalled out just again. Referee's keeping a close eye on things. Number 32, Andy Hampton, still running very strong. So he goes down there to get a little bit more room in between him and the number 57. And he's trying to work on making his way down the track, but on the move is the 32 of Andy Hampton out of Rootstown. Not the hardest hit, but we can see that his rear bumper is actually digging into the ground, kind of like an anchor back there, slowing him down in forward and digging in like a dozer blade as he goes in reverse. Again, the referee's keeping a close eye on Gary Loshark's number 57. He's making his way down there. Again, they're still trying to refire the 57. But the second good hit. And that's going to be it. Right there is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. The number 32, Andy Hampton out of Rootstown, is going to go away with number 1 in the trucks tonight. 2nd place, and doesn't that figure? The 2nd place of 57 just now started up as time has expired. But anyway, Gary Loshark, 2nd place in the 57. 1st place is the 32 of Andy Hampton out of Rootstown. And again, 3rd place tonight goes to the 421 of Ralph Harper out of Ravenna. So congratulations to all the drivers. All those drivers in those trucks put a heck of a good show on tonight. We out of Rootstown. My apologies to David for butchering his name in his first heat. There's the driver of the 24-7, David McLean. Again, he's here out of Ravenna. He qualified for the feature event the first time and then came out in the figure 8 just to have a heck of a good time. Wanted to thank his sponsors. Jason Webb's in the 83X out of Atwater. There's the 56, Kyle Seidler. The number 24, Cody Miller. That was the 715 of Chris Villers that snuck in on me. Doug Morey the second in the 61 automobile. Following him is the number 728 Joshua Bantner out of Kent. The 917 Keith Hessler out of Wyndham. Here comes the 10.5 Richie Ryder out of Wayland. I believe that 10.5 was in the figure 8 as well. I believe that was 735 Josh Reed out of Akron in the 735 vehicle. Following him is the 8X out of Matt Roach. Only one I didn't see was the 317 unless he slipped in on us. Ryan Craig out of Worcester is the only one we're missing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go. And your compact feature event is now underway. This is where they're battling it down for the $500 first place prize. All the vehicles running strong in the early going. Number 53. David Canar running strong out there, the 735. Got a little bit of a smoke going down through there. That's Josh Reed out of Akron. Mr. Canar running strong in that black machine he's got. The 56 Kyle Seidler out of Kent swinging the 56 around. He's over there by the 715 of Chris Villers out of Ravenna. And in comes the number 24 at a high rate of speed. He's going to get in there just in the nick of time before taking a shot in the radiator from the number 53. 728 is Josh Bantner. Josh going down through there being chased down by Chris Villers, but looks like Chris wasn't quite able to get that machine switched around. The number 61, Doug Morey out of Atwater going back to back. And into the number 917 as well as the 10.5. That's Richie Ryder over there. He's battling up with the 917 of Keith Hessler. Jason Webb is in the middle of the track in the number 83X. Looks like he's momentarily, nope, he's got her going. I thought he was stalled out for just a second, but he's running strong. Going side by side with the number 53, and doggone it, look at the 24. Cody Miller looks like he made it down to the far end of the track, and that's where that machine sits. Cody had a good night thus far, and hopefully he may have enough vehicle to bring that thing back tomorrow and see where he stands. Not quite sure, but that number 24 did him proud tonight. Down at the other end, the number 61, Doug Morey the second out of Atwater. He's trying to pound his way out of the corner that he's in. Got a whole lot of those buzz bombs right in the way. Kind of got the metal wall up there. He's hammering his way out slowly but surely. Got the 728. Joshua Bantner. He's nose to nose with the 56 of Kyle Seidler out of Kent. Looks like they are kind of nose to nose, but they are loose, and both of them back running again. I do believe that Chris Villers is out of contention right now. He's up there against Concrete Barricade. Chris ran a good derby tonight, but it looks like that machine just kept getting smaller and shorter as the night went by. But he could definitely feel like he put a good show on for everybody. Chris are running strong down to the very end. The referees tell him time had expired. The 53, and David Canar trying to get his machine spun around. He's watching out for the driver's door on the 56 of Kyle Seidler. Kyle's door was there in the way. However, Mr. Canar was able to avoid that, and he's going to have to slow down as the 10.5 is posing the same problem. That driver's door looking there. Most of the time you will find that these guys do keep a very close eye on that, because sometimes it may be their driver's door that gets smashed in. And it is definitely not a good thing to have happen. Boy, these small cars definitely kind of going down quickly. But look at them down there. They got a little bit of running room. The 10.5 for Richie Ryder, I believe, was one of his tires went down on that last hit. And a good solid hit between Kyle Seidler and the number 83X of Jason Webb. Mr. Kennard going in there in the 53. He punched his way right through the middle of the pack. And the 61, Doug Morey the second, still running strong, trying to chase him down to the far end. And David McLean in the 24-7, still running strong down there. That 24-7 looks like an old Pinto, possibly. The 24-7 heating and air machine, going down to swing that machine around. David McLean definitely having a tough time steering that. Looks like he's got a front tire going low. He's going to use the nose of that. And here comes the 53 of David Kennard. It looks like David left a lasting impression on the nose of that 24-7. David McLean in the 24-7 said that he hopes to have something left of that car. They're going to try to bring it back tomorrow night, or one of his assistants is going to be driving it. If everything goes as planned, hopefully there'll be enough, and hopefully they'll have enough Bondo to get that body back to showroom condition after tonight. I believe that we have a couple of them really hooked on to one another. The 10.5 for Richie Ryder and the 24-7 and David McLean definitely got hooked up pretty solid-like over there. The 56 of Kyle Seidler mixing it up with Doug Morey the second. And Jason Webb, not to be left out in the 83X. He's being chased down by the number 53 of David Kennard. David's going to take her all the way down to the other end. We had him doing a bit of a donut down there, right in the middle of the track. And one heck of a lot of steam. Got a pressure cooker underneath the hood of the number 24-7. David McLean has definitely got a hot engine. Speaking of hot ones, that's the 56 of Kyle Seidler. He just blew his radiator. All that steam belching out from under there. Big hurry. We know that's going to be getting warm very, very quickly. But he's still got her running strong. Throws her in reverse and keeps on ticking. I believe we are down to 5 automobiles left. 5 battling it out for the top 3 spots. Time has run out on the 10.5. I don't believe he's doing much. See his rear wheel definitely getting slow as it gets in through there. And doggone it, looks like time had run out on the 24-7. He wasn't able to make aggressive contact. Referee's keeping a close eye. But speaking of aggressive contact, the number 53, David Kennard out of Rootstown. He was back-to-back with the 56 of Kyle Seidler. I believe we are down to 4 vehicles left running. 4 of them left. In the top 3 spots will be money paying rounds. We will pay the top 3 spots. And hold them up, we do have a fire, it looks like, on the number 56 over here on the announcer stand side of the track. If you come over here to the north side, right in front, the number 56. Let's give him a big round of applause. Kyle Seidler out of Kent is already out. And making a grand entrance is the Randolph Fire Department. Turn them loose and let them go. Action back underway. And it looks like Jason Webb in the 83X is moving along with the number 53 of David Canar out of Rootstown, and of course Doug Morey II out of Atwater. So those three are guaranteed prize money here in the compact feature event. And a good back-to-back hit between the 83X of Jason Webb and the 53 of David Canar. But it looks like the 61 didn't want to be left out. So Doug Morey II coming back in there, and look at him go. They're going to split the difference around there. Telling him to watch out because they kind of spun that around, and they don't want any of that metal getting into the driver's compartment. And it looks like it did knock the life out of the number 83X, Jason Webb, trying to refire. And again, they're staring at a whole lot of driver's door, two of them on both sides. So the 53 definitely going a little bit slower this time. David Canar going down there ever so slowly after the number 61. Doug Morey II trying to get his machine turned around, just not having a whole lot of luck. And Jason Webb in the 83X doing his best to get out of the end zone that he's in right now. David Canar stopping just shy of yet another incident with the driver's door. Doesn't want to repeat history there. Good clean shot by the 53 that time. And a 61. Doug Morey II got a little bit of running room this time. He's down side by side with David Canar in the number 53. And the one thing we have to remember, there just isn't a whole lot of surface on these vehicles on the driver's side. There's going to be two left, just the two of them, I believe. Nope, we got two left down at the far end. One's still on the clock. Something happened to the 61, taking him out of contention. He waved it off. So the 61, Doug Morey II, is going to take third. Second place just after that, looks like Jason Webb not able to refire his. So there's your first place winner, the number 53, David Canar out of Rootstown. Take it away, first place again, the 53 of David Canar out of Rootstown. Excellent job driving the number 53 tonight. Looks like there is enough of that vehicle left. Hopefully we'll see Mr. Canar back tomorrow night to try his luck yet again. Second place, Jason Webb in the 83X, and third place is the 61 of Doug Morey II. All of those drivers doing a fine job. Following him is the number 74, Jeff Nicely out of Richtown. Here comes Mike Lovejoy in the 199 out of Ravenna. I don't know where my pin is. I interviewed him. Kinter. And Bobby Kinter in the 671. Bobby's here out of Rootstown. Here's Gabe Awanchik out of Suffield. Gabe was in the consolation event. Already got his machine back. And it looks like Larry Baldwin is going to be in the number 77 out of Atwater. I believe that is going to be it. We had the 7-up of Jake Elrod out of Kent and the number 14 of Kevin Elrod out of Kent. Those are checked, as they are not going to be able to make it back tonight. The referee's taking a close look at everybody, making sure that they're starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go! And the feature event's underway at the Smash It, Crash It, Tear 'em Up Automobile Demolition Derby. The 77 of Larry Baldwin in a big hurry to get things going. This is the big money round when they're going for all the marbles and all the bragging rights as the Smash It Demolition Derby champion of night number 1 here. Your 150th Randolph Portage County Fair. Number 77 took a hard shot in the passenger door. You can see Larry Baldwin's automobile got quite a big hole over there. Number 74 making his way down there, slowing up just prior to having the driver's door of Darren Durr's number 8. 671 of Bobby Kempner out of Rootstown. He's in here going to slide his machine around with a little bit of help from Gabe Wanchik in the number 86. Still have all the vehicles going. The number 316 of Matt Reichert out of Ravenna, going back to back with the 671 of Bobby Kempner. Looks like those two may be momentarily hooked together. A very solid shot between Jason Lovejoy and the 33X and the 07 of John Foster. Sounds like Darren Durr's number 8. He's got that thing wound up. I believe he must have taken his chrome stacks off of the number 8. Got a little bit different look to that machine. I think he had a couple big old chrome stacks hanging out of there earlier, but they were getting a little bit on the loose side. The number 671, Bobby Kenter, nosing into the number 316 of Matt Reichert out of Ravenna. Got a little bit of a grudge match going on right now. Got Mike Lovejoy in the 199 up against the concrete barricade. He gets off there and goes back to back with the number 86 of Gabe Wanchik out of Suffield. Over on the west side of the track, I got the number 77 of Larry Baldwin. He's down there side to side with Darren Durr in the 8. Looks like the number 74 having some technical difficulties. Jeff Nicely. We got some hard hitting action. Number 77 taking a good shot in the nose. I believe that was the number 316 of Matt Reichert on the attack, and Matt taking a shot in the nose from Mike Lovejoy in the 199. And right now they're going to take it down in this to the last vehicle running. Last vehicle running will get $1,500 to win the full-size feature event. Right now the number 86, Gabe Wanchik, spinning his machine around. Going to use the nose of his machine as a battering ram. Right now we see the number 7, the 07 of John Foster. And he took a shot in the nose from the 671. Going to take another hit by the 33X of Jason Lovejoy. They are packing them into the middle of the track right now. And down at the other end, the 316 in a big hurry. He's going to go down there, swinging around and nose down to the end of the track. That was Matt Reichert out of Ravenna. He's side by side with the 199 of Mike Lovejoy. And look at him, packing him in the middle once again, ladies and gentlemen. The number 86 of Gabe Wanchik. He's got the nose of that machine down, and doggone it, looks like Gabe is out of contention, taking his machine. I don't know what happened, if he lost the drive shaft on the 86 or what exactly happened, but he reached up and took the flag off the doorpost of that number 86. Slowly but surely, we've got one down and a couple more battling it out. The number 74 of Jeff Nicely. He's hooked bumper to bumper with the number 671 of Bobby Kenter. Bobby down there, both of them trying to remove themselves from that. And oh my goodness, the number 07 of John Foster is going to feel that one in the morning. He took a heck of a hit from the 199 of Mike Lovejoy. He's trying to make his way down the track, but I'm telling you, folks, the 07 is definitely feeling the effects of that last hit. You can see it going down at a very slow rate. Still able to move, just not move fast. And we see the 33X of Jason Lovejoy switching his machine around. Darren Durr in the 08 trying to make his way off the end zone down there. He's side by side with the number 77. That's Larry Baldwin. But the 316 of Matt Reichert out of Ravenna is on the move right now. Middle of the track, pink machine is the number 74 of Jeff Nicely. Jeff's going to take her all the way down to the end, making contact with the side of the 77 of Larry Baldwin. It looks like the 671, Bobby Kenter, may have got a little bit of help up on that concrete barricade. That was all thanks to the 199 of Mike Lovejoy. And I believe I was right, because it looks like Bobby Kenter is doing about all he can do to get himself removed from that concrete barricade. And as we've seen time and time again, those things are usually very, very unforgiving, especially when you only have about 1 minute to remove yourself from that. The 316 of Matt Reichert out of Ravenna is slowly making his way up and down the track right now. Looks like the 07 of John Foster has had some technical difficulties as well and finally succumbed to either A, the clock, or B, something on that 07 has broken. He's just not able to get her going yet again. So it looks like we do have at least couple, possibly 3 automobiles right now that are on the timer. One of those being the 671 Bobby Kenter, and the referees saying that Mr. Kenter's time is up. They are packing them into the middle of the track yet again. The number 77, Larry Baldwin, trying to make his escape route next to the 199 of Mike Lovejoy. Over to the other side, the 33X of Jason Lovejoy is into the nose of the 74 of Jeff Nicely. Looks like the 316 Matt Reichert out of Ravenna has stalled out. He's trying to refire that machine, just not having a whole lot of luck, at least not too quickly. Darren Durr down at the far end in the number 8 is on the timer right now. Not quite sure what all is going on with the 8, but it doesn't look like he's having a whole lot of luck getting that thing going. Hey, they got the 316. Matt Reichert's got his machine going. There comes the 33X, Jason Lovejoy. He's being chased down by the 74 of Jeff Nicely. And not quite sure what we have down at the end. The number 74, Jeff Nicely, having some technical difficulties down there. Also on the timer And it looks like the 77 has taken himself out of contention, waving everybody off. Larry Baldwin running a fine derby. It looks like his machine has come to. And it looks like the 316 is on the timer, Matt Reichert. Got a couple of them battling it out the other end. The 199, Mike Lovejoy, and the 33X, Jason Lovejoy. Okay, I believe it looks like we had number 4 down in the corner is going to be the 74 machine. 74 is going to go away with 4th place. Still on the timer is the number 316. And it looks like time has run out on the 316 automobile. He's going to be 3rd place tonight. 3rd place is the 316 of Matt Reichert. And that's going to be 2 automobiles left. 2 automobiles left, the 33X and the 199. Right now it's just a battle to see which one's going to be first and which one it will be second. And we have 2 very hot. Uh-oh, that one definitely is hot out there. The 199 just lost all of the steam that was built up underneath the hood of that machine. And he's still trying to refire it. The 199 is back running yet again. Mike Lovejoy. A whole lot of smoke. We'll have to keep a close eye on that one. That machine definitely smoking quite profusely, but looks like they're going to nose around and get a different lineup. So he goes after Jason Lovejoy right now, and it looks like the 33X. Stalled out momentarily. Both of them getting very hot out there. So right now it's just a matter of time to see which one's going to have the most left in it. 33X, Jason Lovejoy kind of muscling 199 over to the sidelines. Going to hold him there and just kind of press him up against the sidelines a little bit. I'd say the 33X has the better line right now, that's for sure. Jason Lovejoy in the 33X. Using the nose of his machine against the 199, and a hush falls over the crowd as both of them are out. But the 33X, Jason Lovejoy, back running already. Referee's keeping a very close eye on the 199 of Mike Lovejoy. And I think that it might just about be decided here. The referee is giving him the go-ahead. And that's going to hurt. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Right there is the winner, the number 33X, Jason Lovejoy, which means second place is going to be the 199 of Mike Lovejoy. Third place tonight is the 316, Matt Reichert, and 4th place, Jeff Nicely. So Jeff Nicely in the 74, Matt Reichert in the 316, Jason Lovejoy the 33X, and Mike Lovejoy in the 199. You are all winners tonight in the feature event. If I called your name, you do all have a check and trophy waiting on you. So anybody that did have winnings tonight, please make your way up to the registration trailer and pick those up as soon as your vehicle.
Oh, and the action is underway. Here is your 150th Randolph Portage County Fair and the Smash It, Crash It, Paramount Automobile Demolition Derby is now underway for the first night. Looks like all the action is kind of migrating over toward the west end of the track right now. Got the number 8 and the number 31, Eric Stevens in the 31, and the number 8, Darren Zer, kind of mixing it up out there. And here comes the 009. He's got a lot of runner, and my goodness, that was DJ Smollett. And I do believe that he did a little bit of modification to the number 31 of Eric Stevens. We can see that I believe they just changed that from a full-size automobile into a compact with one skip there. Concrete barricade, the number 62, and he Logan Blake. And look at him go. They've got plenty of room out here. Not a whole lot of automobiles, but by golly, they got all the running room in the world right now. The 7-Up machine, Jack Elrod, he's over there on the south side of the track, trying to make his way back in there, but we see the number 8 of that Darren Zer working the middle. Looks like he went into the nose, the number 29 of Don Capper. And look at the number 4 to 13, that's Jeff Adam, he's coming in there. Here comes the number 62. He's got heavy stuff falling up on top of those concrete barricades, and he's going to move on down to the other end of the track. Number 8, Darren Zer, has a lot of running room. He's going to split the difference between the number 4 to 13. And that was Jeff Adams out there, and also the 7-Up machine. Looks like the 7-Up and the number 8 maybe looks bumper to bumper right now, but that didn't last too long. It's going to help the number 29, John Capper, help those two separate from one another. Up on the high side of the track, the number 62, Logan Blake, is off the move right now. He's going down through there. Adam Somerville, the number 38, he's the nose of his machine. The battery rim is going to the side of the 009. Kelly Supply, he looks like the 009 is momentarily stalled out right now. He's trying to refire that machine as we speak. The referee's keeping a close eye. Looks like number 31 of Eric Stevens has fallen out after that one big hit that really collapsed the rear of his automobile. I don't believe that machine has moved. Number 31 had quite a rough night there in the early going of the heat. Number 1, hopefully he can get that machine rerunning either for the consolation or bring it back for tomorrow night's show on night number 2 of the Smash It Demolition Derby. Looks like his stacks are starting to fold down just a little bit. To where all the action is down at the east end of the track right now. We can see the number 62 on the one side. Coming up, looks like he's unleashing forward. We can hear the engine kind of rev up on that. Elrod kind of takes the runner first. Darren Zer to number 8. Coming back into the nose of number 62. We have the 671 of Bob Kinta out of a root down, kind of nosing it into the side of the number 38 of Adam Somerville. Out of Suckdale. Look at this number 8. Up and down the track and a big trip. Look at the steam just going down through the number 62, Logan Blake. He's got a real steam bath inside that machine right now. Definitely a little warm. He's going to go nose to nose with the 413. Now with Jeff Adams trying to give him a little bit of a run right down the track. First get the number 413 machine. The 671, Bobby Kinta. Making his way down by the 7-Up machine right now. Jack Elrod. Looks like we do only have top switches going over the down right now. Number 62. track right now. Running strong. That is Jack Elrod in the 7-up. Bobby Kinton, the 671. Adam Somerville is in the 38. He's down there on the far end. He's kind of nose to nose. Jeff Adam in the 413. I believe both those might be in a bad spot right now. A little bit of flaming dancing out of the 413. Nothing to be excited about. Just a little bit of unburned fuel in the exhaust pipe. 7-up, Jack Elrod. He's got a strong running station wagon out there. Up with Darren Burr in that number 8 there. Going to put that machine around. Like a little bit of mud on the 671 of Bobby Kinta. And nose back into Jack Elrod's 7-up machine. Got two of them down at the far end. I think they're in a bad predicament. The number 38 of Adam Somerville and the 413 is Jeff Adams. Those guys are nose to nose and hung up on that concrete barricade. And usually that's not a good place to be. And the 413, Jeff Adams. And the 413, he's back moving. He's got the 7-up machine right behind him. Jack Elrod. See the number 38 not having a whole lot of luck down at the far end there. He took quite a beat. After he felt he did not make contact in the required amount of time. So I believe right now we are down to 5 automobiles left running. We'll see the number 29 of John. Swinging around over into the 413. Jeff Adams. He's going to nose into Bobby Kinta's number 671. Darren Burr. It's the number 8 out of Deerfield down there. And 5, fairly fresh and strong running automobiles still out here, battling it out for the top 3 spots. In the top 3 spots, moving on. The rest of them will have to either go through the consolation event or possibly bring it back tomorrow night. Bit of a dress match going on between the 7-up machine. He's going nose to nose, I believe. That's Tom Snapper at the 29. They've been mixing up for quite some time now. And down at the other end, here comes the 671. Bobby Kinta. Looks like he's going to blow it up, I believe. He's going to keep his eyes set down at the other end of the track right now. Some action going on between Jack Elrod and the 7-up machine as he goes back into the side of Bobby Kinta, 671. And we'll look at the 413 coming in the picture. That's Jeff Adams. He's got the hammer down. He's going to go down there, glance off of one, and he's going to find the next mark in the number 8. He's not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to swing on around to the number 29. Don Capper, where he's going to finally come to rest out there. But Jeff Adams putting on one heck of a show right in the middle of the track. Looks like he did knock the light completely out of the number 413 vehicle. Trying to refire that machine now. We can see a little bit of flames dancing out the exhaust pipe. Nothing to be excited about right yet. It looks like it's just running a little bit on the rich side in the number 413. We can see that the number 29 definitely got a little bit on the low rider side out there. Got the frame about dragging the ground right in front of the rear tire. That thing definitely sagged just a little bit. You can see it just kind of dancing its way down the track. The structural integrity of the frame just ain't quite what it was just a few moments ago. The number 8 of Darren Durr, that thing's running strong. He gets back there. Looks like he's going to be lining up potentially on the number 671. And now the 413 of Jeff Adams. He's still on the timer. Goes Darren Durr to the side of the 671. And doggone it, looks like time did run out on Jeff Adams. He had one heck of a go as he was going down through there. But it looks like his machine did kind of fizzle out, just wouldn't restart on it. Now the one good thing is that at each and every Smash Demolition Derby event, we do give away one hardest hit trophy. Now that hardest hit must happen in the original heat. And hold them up there, the red flags are flying. We're going to hold them up with what we got right there. Looks like 4, 3, 2, 1, let them go! And it looks like the number 33 X is definitely in a big hurry to get the action going here in the second round tonight. They are getting the side by side and all the action migrating right to the middle of the track right now. And look at the 99 coming down the track. He's got another that's flying space and opportunity as he goes down there and finds his mark on the horse of Kevin Elrod out of the number 10 of those Masters doing the exact same thing. And look at the middle of the track has opened wide up. Right now, these drivers have nothing but running room out there. It looks like the 96 is going to go down and realign himself, kind of push a few out of the way. Look at that. Down there, falling out right now. He's trying to retire the number 99. Here comes the 33X of Jason Lovejoy. Kind of a swing and a miss on the 523 of Ben Harbour, but he goes on down the track. Behind his mark on Kevin Elrod in the number 14. Got him side by side, 2 by 2. That's the 523 of Ben Harbour mixing it up with the number 96 of Leon West. The number 910 is down there by himself. That's Luke Jackins out of Atwater. He's looking around to see what's going to be going on. I believe he momentarily stalled out the 910, but he's got her going once again. And he's going after the number 99 right in the side. And the 523 of Ben Harbour is going to be on down after the number 10. That's those Masters on the receiving end of that hit from the number 523. That's some good action right here. Fairly early going right now. I believe only one automobile is stalled out. That's number 9. Look at the 316. That's Matt Richard. That was kind of an incidental hit, but the 96 of Leon West hopped right up in the air and they shot that thing down right on the Leon rear front deck on that machine. And Leon not in too good of a spot right now, but that's right. He's definitely got him a little bit of a problem right there as he's kind of having the number 96 right where it should not be. They're stacking them up. Or why? Let's hold them up down there. Hold them up, fellas. Let's hold them up. Hold them up. Hold them up. Hold them up now. Let's hold them up. We're back underway here in the second heat of this Magic Magic Paramount Automobile Demolition Derby. Looks like we still have most automobiles left running. Down there. That's Leon West in the number 96. Leon's going to take it. Number 523 of Ben Harbour. Number 10 is also going to take much right. That was close. Shot right in that. That's the number 1-0 Looks for that Atwater. He's trying to get around. Number 9 bumper on the back. And number 10 had a high bumper. And he's trying to take shots there. I love that number 10. I don't see the number 10 anymore. I'm not sure. Not the number 910. Looks like he's momentarily stalled out, and it looks like we've got a heck of a lot of mud going up into the stand right now. The number 96 of Leon West has busted loose, and he is back on the move right now after being separated from Matt Reichert out of Ravenna. Looks like number 5, 23 of Ben Harper got a little bit of a rough time getting going down there. Just spinning inside that tire, and a whole lot of smoke coming down right now. I believe we're down to 5 automobiles left running. The 523 has removed himself from this heat, just not able to get that machine going. Also, the number 10 of Bo Tasker taking himself out of contention. 5 holding his flag down. Right now we do have 5 automobiles left running. Again, we will take the top 3. Top 3 will move on to the big money round. Leon West out of Ravenna still trying to make his way down the track right now. The number 910 is stalled out. A very bad spot. Very losing action out there. The referee keeping a close eye on things, and I don't think that's where the 96 of Leon West wants to be. He's had a rough night all the way around, and right now he's got that car stuck up on top of the concrete barricade. And I believe the time has run out for the number 910. They're down to 4 vehicles left running. 3 of them currently running and 1 on the timer. That's going to be the number 96. Looks like he's going to be on the timer. We can see that usually those concrete barricades aren't very forgiving. We do have the number 14 of Kevin Elrod, the number 33X of Jason Lovejoy, and the number 316 of Matt Reichert out of Ravenna. Those running, and the number 96 of Leon West is on the timer. Let's hold him up. I believe that the time has run out on the number 96, and we can see the checkered flag going across the number 316 of Matt Reichert out of Ravenna. Also the number 33. 4, 3, 2, 1, let it go! And the action's underway here at heat number 3 of the Smash Attack at Panama. Automobile Demolition Derby, already the number 74 of Jeff Nicely has taken it all the way down the track. He's right beside the Larry Baldwin. Larry Baldwin at number 7. They're going down through there. The number 109. They died out of Canfield. Everybody else to go back in. Hunsford up number with the 77. And they are migrating down to the having a lot of room to get these machines going. That was Michael Lovejoy in the 199 on the offensive that time. Looks like we have just a little bit of technical difficulty with the 74. Jeff Nicely got an accident for alert. Looks like he's going to swing the machine around. Got to get a little different look at things. Didn't want to get too close in there behind the 86 and see anything they ought to. And look at the number 86 coming down the track. Goes into the back of the 07 of John Foster. Like John got his machine in reverse, kind of repaid a favor just a little bit. Gabe's got that machine just swinging butt as he gets that thing organized over there. The side of the number 199 of Michael Lovejoy. Number 74, looks like he's trying to find the booth. He's got her going now, Jeff Nicely. He's going to be followed fairly close by the 77 of Larry Baldwin out of Atwater on the number 86. Back on the move as he's back-to-back with the number 77 of Larry Baldwin. Looks like Larry's back on the move as he's starting to see the 77 start to bend just a little bit on the rear passenger side. He's got the number 199 fired up and Mike Lovejoy out of Ravenna having one heck of a night. A little bit of a swing and a miss there by the 199 as he just got out of the way before the number 74. You have the 07 of John Foster down there in the fourth. He's down there with Don Nash in that 8-02. possibly tomorrow, depending on which way he wants to go with that, but hopefully he will be able to come back in the consolation event. Got a little bit of flames dancing out the stacks of the 86 of Gabe Wanted. He's got his machine almost reached fire, but doesn't look like the flames out quite yet. He's not reached fire 100%. John Foster up against the barricade over here on the north side of the track. He's helped along by the 199 of Mike Lovejoy out of Ravenna. They're side by side with the 74 of Jeff Nicely out of Kent. And watch out because the number 77 of Larry Baldwin is definitely on the move down in the corner. The 802 of Don Nash. He's trying to reline up right now. It looks like he may just have his sights set on the number 86, but he's going to sidestep him and go after that pink Cadillac right in the middle of the track. And the 74 Jeff Nicely's refired, and he's back on the move right now. Looks like we're going to have one vehicle currently stalled out. And Kellum still trying to make their way into the big money round. 07 of John Foster going back to back with Don Nash. And 02 down there kind of by himself, the number 86. Let's get the Wanted. Looks like the flag is still up. Now look at the number 74, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go all the way down there. My goodness gracious. The number 74 of Jeff Nicely had a special delivery for Don Nash in the 802. Don was down there just minding his own business when all of a sudden he looked around and saw nothing but pink. Now the number 74 made her down to the other end, but then I believe it has stalled out. Speaking of stalled out, Don Nash momentarily, well, he's got to retire now. The problem is I think he may just be somewhat wedged up on that concrete barricade. The 77 of Larry Baldwin is all by himself out there in the middle. He's got nothing but time and opportunity to decide which automobile he's going to be going after. A swing and a miss from the 199 as Michael Lovejoy kind of came around, swung that machine down there. And this time he's going to line up, it looks like to be on the number 77 of Larry Baldwin. Let's hold him up, hold him up. Got the red flag of flying. Not quite sure what we got. Up in the air, we're ready to turn him loose and let him go, get the action back underway. The 199 of Mike Lovejoy, he's going to get down there trying to find his way, but number 77 of Larry Baldwin got out of the way just in the nick of time. And it looks like that the red flags are going to be flying once again. But this time I see the checkered flag out. Which makes me think that the number 77 of Larry Baldwin is going to be moving on into the feature event. So is the number 199 of Mike Lovejoy out of Ravenna. 4, 3, 2, 1. Daniel Cox out of Akron using the nose do have some. The green flags are flying, and we're ready to turn them loose and let them go. We're going to get the action back underway here in the compact heat. And it looks like the number 89 going nose to nose with the 56. The number 24 doing a very fine job. That's Maurice Toner out of Ravenna. And it looks like the number 89, definitely a little bit on the one side out there. We can see a lot of steam coming up from that machine. I don't know if that's Raymond Kittle out of Atwater or not. I do not have a number 89 on my list. And that's some good hitting out there. The 82 and the 83 mixing it up again. Those two have been working it all night. That was Jay Schill and Dale Kopp. Excuse me, 83X was Jason Webb out of Atwater. So I do see an X in the 82, Daniel Kopp. 82 definitely got the life knocked out of that machine in a big hurry after those two kind of made contact. And look at all the steam. And I believe that is Raymond Kittle in the number 89. It looks like his name is above the driver's door. Best I can tell. Number 24-7, David McLean getting on the actions up there with the number 61 of Doug Morey II. And it sounds like we got some life at the other end of the track. The number 56 of Kyle Seidler is down there battling it out with the number 317 of Ryan Craig out of Worcester. We still have quite a few vehicles left running here, battling it out for the top 3 spots. Again, if you are back in the field area and did not qualify for the big money round, if you're able to get your vehicles going again, please stop up to the registration fair and let them know that you do want to participate in that consolation. Number 89, Raymond Kittle, taking a shot in the nose from the 317 of Ryan Craig out of Worcester. Number 61, flip sliding around. That's Doug Morey II trying to make his way out of the mess that he's in. Got the 24-7 over there. That's David McLean out of Ravenna, mixing it up with Jay Schill. Excuse me, Jason Webb and the 83X, it looks like. About 5 automobiles. Again, we will take the last 3 running. Last 3 running. We'll move on to the feature evening. Now, it just brought to my attention. I believe we're going to be taking the last 5 running. We're going to stop it just a little bit earlier, and I believe that's about what we're down to. We got a couple of them on the timer right now. I do see movement out of 6 vehicles. Currently 6 of them are still running out there. Again, they will take the last 5. Cars been running around there for quite a while right now. We can still see at least 6 of them have a lot of life left in them. Something to think about next time you see one of these automobiles broke down outside of the road. Just don't fill them like they used to. We can see they've been through one heck of a lot already thus far, and they're still managing to stay running out here. The lane going up the compact heat. 24-7, David McLean going out there. The number 61 still has a lot of life. Doug Morey II out of Atwater. Doesn't have a whole lot left in that through there. Looks like he's going to keep at it. Number 56, Kyle Seidler out of Kent. He's trying to get his speed turned around, but I believe he's got a little bit of a tie rod issue. You can look and see that front-wheel drive automobile having some problems right now. Every time he shifts gears, that one tire just flopping whichever direction it wants to go. The 24-7 wound up. David McLean out of Ravenna going after the number 317. Driven tonight by Ryan Craig out of the Worcester. Let's hold them up. Red flags are flying. Hold them up, gentlemen. Hold them up. Checkered flag. 3, 2, 1. Let them go. And the action is underway here in round number 2 of the Buzz Bomb. Second heat of the compact is underway. And it looks like already the middle of the track is open and wide up. We can see the number 715 and Chris Miller trying to get to feel that front wheel drive automobile, but the 916 of Hillbilly Smith making his way down the track at a high rate of speed in that bright yellow automobile. So number 715 Chris Miller's going back down once again. Got the 01 over there, kind of off the southwest corner right now. That's Sean Petrie. And they are opening this thing up quite a bit right now. You can see the middle of it. Have a lot of room, and that was the 728. That was Joshua Banner out of Kent. Just figure that out. Wasn't the steam and floating out in the middle of the track already here in the early going? I believe. Can't quite tell if that's smoke or if that tire smoked off the number 735. Either way, Josh Reed still has a lot of life left in that thing. It is running very strong right now. We can see that these front-wheel drive vehicles are definitely very responsive when they get these things moving around in reverse. They get a on a dime, but my goodness, we got to move it around out there pretty fast right now. That was the number 77 of Ron Goodspeed out of Kent. Ron got the 77 flipped around, and it looks like the 728 is trying to choose his target. Joshua Banner out of Kent. Also the 917 Kessler out of a window. Still running pretty strong. Looks like he did make good contact and then knocked the life out of that number 917. He is on the clock right now, and he does have 1 minute to refire the number 917 automobile. 930, excuse me, the 735 Josh Reed out of Akron. He's running strong. And only got a couple of them momentarily stalled out right now. Second heat of the Buzz Bomb still running pretty strong. We got the number 15, Zach Kochner out of Atwater. He's got a fancy sign up on top of that. See that thing all lit up. There goes the 715 of Chris Miller at a high rate of speed. He's being followed very close by the 01 of Sean Petrie as they go down there to stack them up toward the east end of the track. Everybody's migrating back down toward the other end right now. Looks like they have a around. And that was another good shot by the 715 of Chris Miller. Chris is going to leave his nose open there and almost get a hit from Sean Petrie in the 01, but he got out of the way just in the nick of time. We can see Matt Roach in the 8X using the nose of that machine as a battering ram as he goes down to mix it up with the 715 of Chris Miller. So we got the 53 of David Knorr down there. He's working away on the 2634 of Chad White. Chad had a few problems with that, it looks like, but he's got to refire this time. He's got to go back to repay the favor. The only problem is the 01 of Sean Petrie kind of going to get in the way. And the 77 Ryan Goodspeed out of Kent. He's had a good night thus far in that number 77 automobile. He's limping his way down the track. Looks like everything's a little bit on the shorter side. end. They're kind of going to do the sandwich play. 8X on the receiving end after Sean Petrie went all the way down to the far end of the track. And there's some of those sparks we talked about earlier. A whole bunch of sparks just flying out from under the hood of Matt Roach's number 8X. Looks like the 06 Tony Smith. He's got that rear wheel drive automobile. Not quite sure how much longer the rear wheels are going to be driving. You can see he's definitely got a little bit of a move to that number 06 machine. Let's keep a close eye on that, but hopefully Tony Smith will be able to keep going here as the late goings of the heat number 2. The 01 Sean Petrie. That 01 definitely a little bit shorter than it was a few moments ago as it came out here. It looks like Chris Miller's not helping matters in the 715. Chris having about the same trouble with his machine. See how much shorter that thing is. Right now, Joshua Bantner at 728. He was the ramp earlier as he had another vehicle kind of parked up on top of his, and that might just have done it. Chris Miller is going to get the squeeze play. Last shot made by Josh Reed in the 735. And Tony Smith in the 06. He's trying to refire his machine. Not sure what he's got left on that, but hold on there. The 01, or no, excuse me, that was the 15 wanted through there. Zach Kochner wanted through in a big hurry, and he didn't care who was in the way, but it looks like the 06 still running strong. I believe we have about 7 vehicles still left running. We've got to eliminate a couple more yet. The 8X, my goodness, Matt Roach. Not a whole lot left in the 8X machine. However, the main thing is the motor's still running and he is able to make aggressive contact. These cars are definitely getting on the warm side. You can see all the steam just belching out from under the hood of that number 15. Zach Kochner, he's going down through there. The overflow tube definitely blowing out a lot of steam. Same thing's happened to the number 715, Chris Miller. He's got his automobile still running, but it's definitely running a little bit warmer than it was when it came out here. That's what you don't like to see, I believe. Chris's machine has momentarily stalled out, but he's got her going again. And they are back underway. Let's hold them up, fellas. Hold them up. Hold them up. Hold them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go. And the consolation for the big cars is now underway. A jockey around for position. Again, 4 drivers battling it out for the last 2 spots. Last 2 running will move on to the feature event. Right now, the number 86, Gabe Washik, he's on the move trying to find his mark. Number 74, a little bit of a squeeze play down at the far edge. Up nicely using his machine. Looks like right now he's going after the number 38 of Adam Somerville. He did stop just short of that driver's door. Now the driver's door is the one area they are not permitted to make direct contact with. Incidental contact is one thing, but if they do make contact into the driver's door, that's the one thing that they will be removed from the track or it's an aggressive hit for the driver's door. There's the number 38, Adam Somerville, going back to back with the 74 of Jeff and nicely down at the far end. Looks like the 802 of Don Cabra already out of possible position. He is on the timer down there already. I know he took a heck of a shot and he was up on that concrete barricade. For those of you back in the pit, if you're in the compact class, you're able to get your vehicle running. The compact consolation is up next. And it looks like the 802, Don Capper, is back moving right now. He's got it going, and he goes down out. So taking the number 74, Justin nicely. Doing what he should, but Justin's going to take a trip down to the far end right now. Looks like he's going to set his sights on another car with the 86 of Gabe Mawanchik. Hops out of the way just in the nick of time, and Justin nicely going down through there. The number 802 on the side right now. He's going to try to retire that. We have the number 38 Adam Somerville run out of time because we've paid. He gets closer to the two that are going to move on to the future event. And game one, at that 86. Use the nose of that machine into the side of the 74. 74 is going to line up. It's time to go back. Come back, and the sparks just fly as these two drivers try to battle it out. See which two are going to move on to the big money round, and each time they do make contact, that's going to be it. That will be it. The checkered and red flag are flying. And the number 8-6, the 86 of Gabe Mawanchik. Hold him up, driver. Hold him up right there. You've already been now. Are we doing ready for the countdown? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let him go. And now to see what's going to get down there. It is a figure 8 race. And that number 24 is already around the corner for the first of the truck go. They come to hammer down already, and that number speed now. They've got that machine going up there, but number 7 can't hammer it. Kind of a rough one to lose over there with that neon yellow machine. Got the 8819 Billy Loudon up there in the corner. And we got the number 52 up there. That's Steve Stolman. He's down there in the corner. Double 08 of Johnny Collins. And here comes the 57. They're going to stack them up a 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of the track. And the F340. That's Scott Krieger out of the Roots Town. He's got quite an old truck up there. Not quite sure how old that machine is. Looks like it's got just a little bit of age to it. Number 70 going around the corner right now. That's Ed Emmerich in that bright yellow. Also down there's a 99X of Alex Block out of Green. Here on the north side of the track, down there with a Sentinel livery. Out at a high rate of speed, Andy Hampton out of Rootstown. Got a whole lot of running room down there. That bright orange pick-em-up truck. And here comes the bright orange machine once again as he just hammers his way through the mass of meadow down there in the middle of the track. Got the left out of a Rootstown. Gonna do a little bit of a squeeze right there with that's the number 57 up there. The one truck out of Atwater. Number 32, Dennis Machine around at a high rate of speed. Andy Hampton going off the line. 77 of Scott Butler. Down there, sort of on the middle south side of the track right there. Just a little bit of a shove. The one that goes down. Alex Block down at the far end of the track right now, trying to negotiate. And look at this truck, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we still have all of them still running, even after been out there for quite some time. The double 08, Johnny Collins. I think Johnny's going to get a little bit of a hit right in the front from the FC40, Scott Krieger. Scott Krieger doing quite a bit of damage. Got the 421 around Harper. He's sitting sideways mid-track right now. Well, it looks like he is able to get his machine back on. And everybody but possibly the number 52 of Steve Goldman out of salvage. And the 99X of Alex Block. Looks like he went bumper to bumper into the nose of the 103. On the receiving end was Rob Mancus out of Kent. The 8819 is going to go back to back and bumper to bumper with the number 70. That was Billy Loudon and Emmerich mixing it up right here on the northwest corner of the track. Emmerich, number 70, had the life knocked out of that. In 77, Scott Buzzard trying to punch his way through all the trucks out there. Trying to make his way down to the far end of the track down there on the west end right now. And out of the 8819 of Billy Loudon. The track into the number 32. Number 32. His way down the north side of the track, being followed very closely. I think right now we actually have a drive shaft laying about mid-track. And if I was a bet man, I'd say that probably belongs to the number 52 of Steve Stolman. And down at the far end, I see a couple more stalls. The number 99X of Alex Block out of Green. He's being followed very closely by the 88-19 of Billy Loudon out of Suffield. Number 70, Vance Emmerich, looks like he is out of contention. 008, Johnny Poet, he's on the field, down there to 5 is marked on Billy Loudon. Four vehicles on the east end of the track right now, firm and running for the east side. Like right now we still have about 8 automobiles left. Excuse me, 8 pickup trucks left. Battling it down to the top 3 spots. Top 3 spots will be Buddy saying spots right there. It looks like the number 57 of Gary Lowshark out of Atwater. Trying to punch his way through that. And on the high side, the 88-19 of Billy Loudon still running. And the team definitely coming off high. Goodness, that was a bit of a wild ride at the 421 around Harper. It was up in the air and all over to the side. He had just hit that other truck at the wrong spot. See, it's running just a little bit slow, but he is able to make contact. Let's see how things go this time. That was a little bit more of a square shot in the 421. But they can keep that thing down on all 4 wheels. Up there, we have the FC40 of Scott Krieger out of Rootstown. He's being chased out by the 88-19 up of Billy Loudon. And following Billy is the 421. Not running fast, but definitely still making her up and down the track. A little bit of a push and shove match on the far end is the 32 of Andy Hampton and the 5-7 of Gary Lowshark are mixing it up down there. 88-19 running strong, got a glancing blow. Now was Billy Loudon trying to make contact with the 421 of Ralph Harper, but those two just missed each other. And then they switched it around and went nose to nose. Also, the FC40 was momentarily stalled out. Scott Krieger had his machine. Now he's got her fired back up and he's back in contention. And I believe we are at 5. The pickup truck running right now with number 32 of Andy Hampton. Has a heck of a lot of frame hanging out from underneath of it. Like his rear bumper is starting to kind of anchor into the tube, slowing the number 32 down there on the driver's side, the way that thing's kind of hooked into the ground. The FC40, he is stalled out. Scott Krieger getting a close eye kept on him as he comes back down through there. The referee's keeping the time on that number FC40. Up on the south side, the number 32, running strong, he's being chased down by Billy Loudon. And it looks like time did run out for Scott Krieger as the FC40. Got them stacked up about 4 deep right on the middle of the track over there. I can still see Andy Hampton in the 32 running, the number 57 of Gary Lozart. Looks like the 88-19 still trying to fire up, but I can't tell if his flag has been moved. We may be down to just 3 right now. The referee's all keeping a very close eye as time starts to run out. Definitely got the 32 of Andy Hampton still running strong, along with the 57 of Gary Loshart. Another one I believe on the timer is the 421. Is he third place down there as time run out? Okay, we are down to 2. 421 is going to settle for number 3. So 421, Ralph Harper is going to go for third place. And this is not a good place to be. Number 32, Andy Hampton, still running strong. It's the 57 of Gary Loshart. They stalled out, but he's got her going. Gary Loshart back on the move right there as the battle for first and second place is underway. Again, third place was settled as Ralph Harper out of Ravenna is going to take the third place spot in the truck tonight. And that doggone driver's door is in the way. You can see that the 57 steered around that. Keeping a close eye. Again, the driver's door is the one area that they are not permitted to make contact with. Uh-oh, sounds like the 57 may have stalled out just again. Referee's keeping a close eye on things. Number 32, Andy Hampton, still running very strong. He goes down there to get a little bit more room in between him and the number 57. And he's trying to work on making his way down the track, but on the move is the 32 of Andy Hampton out of Ridgetown. Not the hardest hit, but we can see that his rear bumper is actually digging into the ground, kind of like an anchor back there, slowing him down and forward and digging in like a dozer blade as he goes in reverse. And the referee is keeping a close eye on Gary Loshart's number 57. He's making his way down there. Again, they're still trying to refire the 57. It's the second good hit. And that's going to be it. Right there is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. The number 32, Andy Hampton, out over Rootstown, is going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go! And your compact feature event is now underway. Where they're battling it down to the $500 first place prize. All the vehicles running strong in the early doors. Number 53, David Kadar, running strong out there, 735. Got a little bit of a smoke going down there. Josh Reed out of the Akron. He's got 56, Kyle Seidler out of Kent, swinging the round. He's over there by the 715 of Chris Villers out of Ravenna. And in comes the number 24 at a high rate of speed. He's going to get in there just in the nick of time before taking a shot to racing from the number 53. 728 is Josh Pantner. Josh going down through there being chased down by Chris Villers. It looks like Chris wasn't quite able to get that machine switched around. The number 61, Doug Morey out of Atwater going back to back. And into the number 917 as well as the 10.5. That's Richie Wright over there. He's battling up with the 917 of Keith Panther. He nose to nose with the 56th Kyle Seidler out of Kent. Like that. Nose to nose, but they are loose. And both of them back to running again. I believe that Chris Miller's out of contention there now. He's up there in the concrete barricade. Chris had a good early tonight. But it looks like that machine just kept getting smaller and shorter as the night went by. Definitely feel like he put a good show on for everybody. Running strong down to the very end. The referee's count time had expired. The free David Kennard with his machine spun around. He's watching out for the driver score on the 56 at Kyle Seidler. Kyle Seidler there in the way. However, Mr. Kennard was able to avoid that. He's going to have to slow down. 10 and a half. Closing the same drop in that driver score over there. Most of the time you will find that these guys do keep a very close eye on that because sometimes it may be their driver score that's getting smashed in. And it is definitely not a good thing to have happen. Boy, these small cars definitely kind of going down quickly. But look at them down there. They got a little bit of running room. The 10 and a half for Richie Ryder, I believe, was one of his tires went down out that last hit. And a good solid hit between Kyle Seidler and the number 83X of Jason Webb. Mr. Kennard going in there in the 53. He punched his way right through the middle of the pack. And the 61, Doug Morey, the second, still running strong, trying to chase him down to the far end. And David McLean, the 24-7, still running strong down there. That 24-7 looks like an old Pinto, possibly. 24-7 heating and air machine, going down to swing that machine around. David McLean definitely having a tough time steering that. Looks like he's got a front tire going low. He's going to use the nose of that. And here comes the 53 of David Kennard. Looks like David left a lasting impression on the nose of that 24-7. David McLean in the 24-7 said that he hopes to have something left of that car. They're going to try to bring it back tomorrow night. One of his assistants is going to be driving it. If everything goes as planned, hopefully there'll be enough. And hopefully they'll have enough Bondo to get that body back to showroom condition after tonight. I believe that we have a couple of them really hooked on to one another. The 10 and a half for Richie Ryder and the 24-7 and David McLean. Definitely got hooked up pretty solid like over there. The 56 of Kyle Seidler mixing it up with Doug Morey the second. And Jason Webb, not to be left out in the 83X. He's being chased down by the number 53 of David Kennard. David's going to take her all the way down to the other end. We had a bit of a donut down there, right in the middle of the track. And one heck of a lot of speed. Got a pressure cooker underneath the hood of the number 24-7, David McLean. making aggressive contact, the number 53, David Cannar out of Rootstown. He was back-to-back with the 56 of Kyle Seiler. I believe we are down to 4 vehicles left running, 4 of them left. In the top 3 spots will be money paying round. We will pay the top 3 spots. And hold them up, we do have a fire, it looks like, on the number 56 over here on the mission back underway. And it looks like Jason Webb in the 83X is moving along with the number 53 of David Cannar out of Rootstown, and of course, Doug Moy II out of Atwater. So those 3 are guaranteed prize money here in the compact feature event. And a good back-to-back hit between the 83X of Jason Webb and the 53 of David Cannar. It looks like the 61 didn't want to be left out. So Doug Moy II coming back in there, and look at him go. They're going to split the difference around there. Tell them to watch out. If you kind of spun that around, they don't want any of that metal getting into the driver's compartment. It looks like it did knock the life out of the number 83X, Jason Webb, trying to refire. And again, they're staring at a whole lot of driver's doors, 2 of them on both sides. So the 53 definitely going a little bit slower. I'm David Cannar going down there ever so slowly after the number 61. Doug Moy II trying to get his machine turned around, just not having a whole lot of luck. Jason Webb, best to get out of the end zone that he's in right now. David Cannar stopping just shy of yet another incident with the driver's door. Doesn't want to repeat history there. Good clean shot by the 53 that time. And the 61, Doug Moy II got a little bit of running room this time. He's down side by side with David Cannar into number 53. And the one thing we have to remember, there just isn't a whole lot of surface on these vehicles on the driver's side. There's going to be 2 left, just the 2 of them, I believe. Nope, we got 2 left down at the far end. One's still on the clock. Something happened to the 61, taking him out of contention. He waved it off. So the 61, Doug Moy II, is going to take 3rd. 2nd place, just after that, looks like Jason Webb not able to reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let them go! And the feature event underway in this Magic Crash at Paramount Automobile Demolition Derby, the 77 of Larry Baldwin, in a big hurry to get things going. This is a big money round on the overall the bracket right now. Quite a big hole over there. Number 74 makes his way down. Number 8. 671, Bobby Kessler. Nosing into the number 316 of the pass. Well, we'll spin him. Got a little bit of a grudge match going on right now. Got Mike Lovejoy to 199 up against the concrete barricade. He gets off there and goes back to that number 86 of Gabe Owantik out of the field. Over on the west side of the track, that's the number 77 of the Larry Baldwin. He's down there side to side with there. Third of the 8 looks like the number 74 having some technical difficulties. Got nicely. But that's some hard hitting action. Number 77 taking a good shot in the nose. The lead is down low. Matt Reicher on the attack, and Matt taking a shot in the nose. And right now they're going to take it to the last of the vehicle limit. The line will get $1,500. So with the full-size turkey center. And now the number 86 Gabe Warren. As he came around, going to use the nose of his machine as a battering ram. And now we'll see the number 7, John. 71. Jason Wolfboy. They are packing them into the middle of the track right now. And down at the other end of the 316 of Vega Hurry, he's going to get down there swinging around those boundaries into the track. And with Matt Bennett, inside the track with the 199 of Michael Lovejoy, and look at him backing them in the middle. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the number 86 of Gabe Watson. Got the nose of that machine down, and doggone it, looks like Gabe is out of contention taking his machine. I don't know what happened if he lost the ride shaft on the 86 or what exactly happened, but he reached up and took the flag off the doorpost of that number 86. Got one down and a couple more battling it out to number 74 of Jeff Nyson. He takes comfort of Buckley with the number 671 of Bobby Spencer. Now we got there both of them. Oh my goodness, the number 07 of Jeff Bobby. Dan's going to feel that one in the morning. He took a heck of a hit from the 199 of Mike Lovejoy. He's trying to make his way down the track. He's definitely feeling the effects of that last hit. He can feel it going down. Like a 671. Bobby Spencer may have got a little bit of help up on that concrete barricade. Looks like the Lovejoy. Bobby Spencer's got all again, those things are usually making his way up and down the track right now. Looks like the 07 of John Foster. Either A, the clock will be something on that 07 has broken. Just not able to get her going yet again. So it looks like we do have at least a couple, possibly 3 automobiles right now. And I are on the timer. One of those being 671, Bobby Skinner. And the referee saying that Mr. Skinner's time is up. They are packing them into the middle of the track yet again. The number 77, Larry Baldwin, trying to make his escape route next to the 199 of Mike Lovejoy over the other side, the 33X. This was the 74 of Justin Nicely. Like the 316, Matt Rice is out of Virginia and has stalled out. He's trying to refire that machine, but it's not having a whole lot of luck. Quickly, Darren Kerr down at the far end of the number 8 is on the timer right now. Whoa, going on at the lead. Doesn't look like he's having a whole lot of luck getting that thing going. Matt Rice has got his machine going. There comes the 33X. Lovejoy. He's being chased down by the 74 of Justin Nicely. Yeah, I believe it looks like we have number 4 down in the corner is going to be the 74 machine. 74 is going to go away with 4th place. The timer is the number 316. And it looks like time has run out on the 316 automobile. He's going to be 3rd place tonight. 3rd place is the 316 of Matt Reichert. And that's going to be 2 automobiles left. 2 automobiles left, the 33X and the 199. Battle to see which one's going to be first and which one it will be a second.
That's  .
still trying to refire it. 199 is back running yet again. Michael Lovejoy. A whole lot of smoke. We'll have to keep a close eye on that one. That machine definitely smoking quite profusely, but looks like they're going to nose around, get a different lineup. He goes after Jason Lovejoy right now. Looks like the 33X. Stalled out momentarily. Both of them getting very hot out there. Right now it's a matter of time to see which one's going to have the most left in it. 33X. Jason Lovejoy kind of muffled 199 over to the sideline. Going to hold him there and just kind of press him up against the sidelines a little bit. I'd say the 33X has a better line right now, that's for sure. Jason Lovejoy in the 33X. Using the nose of his machine against the 199, and a hush falls over the crowd as both of them are out. But the 33X, Jason Lovejoy, back running already. Referees keeping a very close eye on the 199 of Mike Lovejoy.
Yeah, they're hung.
And I think that it might just about be decided here. The referee is giving him the go-ahead. And that's going to hurt. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Right there is the winner, the number 30.